All right, and I think we will. Okay, let's go ahead and get this boat on the road, as they say.
Do boats technically go on roads? Well, I guess
that's actually bad.
Trailers. If they have trailers. Yes. All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to QuestCon News version. I don't know. Next, yeah. And as can be seen, we had a couple audio issues, but I think we got them worked out now. My name is John Robertson. I go by Wendell. With me tonight, we got our con director, Chad Steelheart Leitenberger.
Hi.
And our RPG coordinator, Chris Schmidt Jernigan.
Hello.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Well, sir.
Now that we can hear each other, right? You know?
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into what we can look forward to with role-playing down at QuestCon, let's go over some of the announcements we made over the last couple weeks. Who have we announced for guests?
Well, we've had a couple of guest announcements this week. We started out a couple weeks ago, actually, announcing Emily Schmidt, great cosplayer, winner of one of the Cosplay Melee episodes. Actually got a chance to meet her this last weekend at MomoCon. Now, I'll tell you what, she is an exceedingly nice person. And then, of course, we had another big announcement beginning of last week, just prior to MomoCon, and that was 3 of the RWBY girls, Arryn Zech, Jen Brown, and Elizabeth Maxwell. So we will actually have 3 of the voice actors from the hit Amerime series, RWBY.
Awesome. That's awesome. And I've just been watching the feedback from Facebook and everything like that. People are happy.
Yeah, people are very happy. It's been quite humbling. Both announcements have been quite humbling, to be honest with you.
Hey, as long as people are happy. So, yeah. All right. Also, our last few, honestly, days, because it's a little bit new, we've been seeing some new little 40-second videos or so. Do you want to talk about those?
Yeah. So one of the neat things about QuestCon is it's by gamers. So we think out of the box generally. I mean, both of y'all have been gamers for years, just like me. I know me and Schmo's been gaming together for 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years together. So it's really gamers think out of the box. And that's why you see a lot of things with QuestCon in general that is different from other cons, because gamers are out of the box thinkers. We're gamers. Well, these videos are something that you don't see other cons do. You probably will after we do a couple more. Some of the other cons will start doing videos. But we decided to do 40-second to a minute short little video introductions for our guests. So all future announcements will be in video form on Facebook. But we didn't want to leave our past announcements out, so we're just kind of doing some re-announcements as we go in video format. And it's really going good. We got another one coming out tomorrow. It'll be pretty neat.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. They look really neat. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, it looks really neat.
It is. And we've got, obviously, we run these videos by the guest, by the agent. They take care of all the back stuff on it, make sure everybody's happy with it, and then we put them out.
Awesome. This last weekend, you were just saying you were at MomoCon. How'd that work out?
MomoCon was pretty neat. Now, MomoCon is an anime con, so you had 30 to 40,000 anime attendees at this convention. They had some gaming there, mostly arcade gaming, but the purpose of the con is that it's an anime con, and we had a good time there.
Anything notable coming out of MomoCon this year?
They had a lot of interesting voice actors from different animes. They if you do the vendor hall, which we always do, the vendor hall was mostly geared toward anime, so there's a lot of really cool anime stuff there. There were anime panels, fan and guest, and we did a couple of those. It was pretty neat. I know one of our members did the rave. Raves aren't for me, but one of our members went and did the rave, and apparently she had a really good time at it. I might just be a little too old for raves. Nothing against them, just not for me.
Understandable. Now, if I remember right, Emily is not the only person at MomoCon you met.
No, we actually had lunch with Chris Twellman Sunday before we left Atlanta. And those of you who haven't been keeping up with some of our guests or aren't familiar with Chris Twellman, he is an Abraham Ford lookalike. It goes a little beyond cosplaying, although it is cosplaying. He looks like this guy, like his twin. We were sitting there eating lunch, and people were taking pictures of him, and he was constantly having to tell them, look, I just happen to look like this guy. And he's German, so imagine that in a German accent, which I can't do. But I'll tell you what, Chris is an amazingly nice guy. He really is. We're really looking forward to having him at QuestCon, and looking forward to doing lunch with him again at some point, because he was just fun to be around.
He was on the last episode of QuestCon News, and it was a ball. And I am definitely looking forward to meeting him in person. So, let's see. I don't think we announced between then and there. We talked about the National History Museum, didn't we?
The Mobile History Museum?
Yes.
Yes, we did talk about the Mobile History Museum. I think we did. I'm not sure if we did or didn't. Short form of it is we've partnered with the History Museum of Mobile, and they are going to be turning the History Museum into the Hall of Justice during QuestCon. They'll be doing a History of Comics exhibit during this time. Their staff will be dressed as superheroes. There'll be some props out there as far as Justice League style Hall of Justice stuff, and they will also be hosting our basically our launch party Thursday night for any VIPs or guests that are in there. So it's really neat what they're doing. It's one of our building blocks of QuestCon, and we're really excited about it. It is really cool.
Awesome. All right, now let's turn tracks a little bit. Chris, I've been letting you stew over there. Let's talk about what are we doing role-playing wise at QuestCon this year.
I'm really excited about all the tabletop stuff we're gonna have there. We're really pulling out all the stops. Going to have a lot of Adventurers League content. Got Robert Ducci, the league administrator, coming in. He'll be doing his admin only adventure. We'll have an epic adventure, which is an adventure that takes place across multiple tables, all running at the same time. And as the players go through this adventure, the overall outcome of all the tables affect the ending of the adventure. I think last year the party actually stormed an airship. You had to pick different ways that you wanted to go. So it was, I heard nothing but good things about it. We're going to be having an adventure premiere where an adventure is going to be played at QuestCon before it is played anywhere else. Usually a month or so early, and then it ends up getting released to the public. There's going to be a regional preview, which is another adventure that will premiere at a couple of cons in the Southeast. And then we're also going to have Fei Chen's Fantastical Fair, which, a lot of Adventurers League players, they complain that, I've got thousands and thousands of gold, tons and tons of daytime. What do I do with it? Well, Fei Chen's Fantastical Fair is a chance for them to come, spend their gold, spend their downtime days, and get unique items. Some people have bought boats, houses, different variations of things like that. So it's really cool.
Really? So do they just bring in their character sheets, or how does that work?
You bring in your character sheet, and you bring in your adventure log sheet, where you keep track of your experience, your downtime, and your gold and stuff like that. And they have item certs, and I don't have any readily available. Otherwise, I would show one to you. And basically, you spend your downtime, you spend your gold, and you get a cert for the item that you purchase. and that kind of stuff is unique. You can only get it at a Fei Chen's fair.
In all your Adventure League, you have an Adventure League ID, so all that's kept track of, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, they don't require, with the changes they've made recently, I believe that they do not require a DCI number anymore to make trades. Or no, that's not correct. I'm sorry. You don't need the cert to trade items between players, but the Fei Chen items are cert only. So the only way to get Fei Chen stuff is from Fei Chen's.
All right. Now
that's so cool. I'm gonna miss out on that too.
We've got some Pathfinder Society stuff. From what the coordinators that have told me, we're going to have some multi-table play, kind of like the AL Epic. Some 4 and 5 star GM games that are going to be offered. We got Robert Schwab coming, going to be running some Shadow of the Demon Lord, which I'm really, really excited about.
And back on Pathfinder, we're actually trying to work on getting one of their admin too.
Very nice, very nice.
Ooh.
Let's see here. I've talked to some people that are going to run some Call of Cthulhu games, which I personally have never played Call of Cthulhu, but I've seen it played. It looks really, really cool. And then we're also might be working on kind of a VIP game that I know we've kind of toyed around with at meetings. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that could be good. We're working on it, and we need at least 4, and it's getting to be more of a possibility every day.
Ooh. Nice, very nice. If you are interested in volunteering to DM anything, you can go to warhorn.net/events/quest-con-gaming. And I'll go ahead and I'll throw that link into the chat. What we're requiring is a DM. We'll DM 3 games. That is a total of about 12 hours. That will get them a free 3-day pass. So you can sign up for that on the Warhorn page. Then you also need to fill out the QuestCon volunteer application as well. And I believe, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, but won't they have access to the volunteer lounge as well?
Absolutely. Not to mention for our DMs and actually our Magic judges as well, and any type of judge DM capacity for any of the gaming, where I'm working on some pretty cool swag.
Nice.
Now, I want to kind of dive into this a little bit. I don't want to run us too long. I just want to dive in a little bit because as some more novice D&D players that might not be familiar with how this works, how does a multi-table game actually work? Like the details on that. Like how are we going to get 12, 10, or however many tables we got in one game? How are we going to get all that going on? Because you can't have 100 people at a table.
I have never actually seen one in person. I've created the content, converted it from PDF to Fantasy Grounds format for people to run it online, and kind of overviewed it a little bit. From what I gather, you have a couple of adventure administrators who kind of oversee everything. They flow between table to table, kind of checking on everybody's progress. There's usually 3 different tiers, a 1 through 4 tier, which is tier 1, a 5 through 10 tier, which is tier 2, and then an 11 through, I think, either 15 or 16, which is tier 3. And obviously that depends, or that sets the difficulty of the encounters and stuff that your party will be having. But it kind of, everybody, you've got a set of adventures that each tier can choose. The admins go between the tables, kind of check on the status of everything. I believe you accumulate points, and then at the end, the admins of the tables kind of all get together and check in and see what's going on. I believe a couple years ago there was actually an NPC dragon or something like that would fly between tables and kind of jack stuff up a little bit.
Ooh, That's kind of a neat way to do it. So there'll be administrators there that will go between the tables, just collecting the information, just kind of seeing where everybody is at and how the game is going, and be able to collect the progress that's happened so far through that sit down and make sure it's spread about.
Correct. Yep, and something cool. Adventures League is currently in season 6, and I don't know when exactly it will be wrapping up, but I believe when QuestCon rolls around, we will be in season 7.
Nice.
So we'll be having a fresh set of adventures come out and a brand new epic coming out. So that's going to be kind of exciting.
Very, very nice.
Just getting right out in the morning, in the beginning of something. That's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
There's also there's a new game coming out called Starfinder, which is by the same people who do Pathfinder. It is a sci-fi version of Pathfinder, and it'll be coming out sometime this summer, early fall, before QuestCon. Look for there to be panels on this as well as games, just like Pathfinder. It's going to be new to the gaming world, and we're expecting it's going to take off just as well as Pathfinder did.
That's actually rather kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing information come out on that. So hopefully, if it does, think we can at least spare one table to try out at the con.
Oh yeah, we'll find tables for it. I can promise you that. You know, if there's one thing that's neat about the Mobile Convention Center, we're not really lacking tables, space, or anything else. It's a really, really huge venue. It's obviously not the largest venue you'll see on the Gulf Coast, but it is a very well laid out venue. It allows us to separate our tabletop gaming, our RPG gaming from the rest of the convention, and also make it flow into it as well at the same time. It's a really good layout for anybody who's never been to the Outlaw Convention Center.
It's a beautiful
place.
building.
Is exceedingly beautiful. It really, really is.
Okay. All right. So a lot of gaming goodness as far as the role playing we're getting into. It's going to be exciting. I'm just not sure how I'm going to get video of all this, but I'm sure darn going to try.
You'll have to have minions.
Yes. If anybody is looking for minionship, we are looking for minions. All right.
And, we had a question from Wendell Blackwolf Kurz. He said he had a question, and we never got the question.
Sure. Is it on this stream or somebody else's stream?
No, it's on this stream. You just got to refresh it.
No, let me refresh it.
Don't you refresh. I don't think he ever came out for question. He said question about the con. Wendell, if you don't make it back in, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but if you don't make it back in, just put your question down in the comments here, and we'll be more than happy to answer them for you.
Definitely. We're always good at being able to answer some questions about what we're trying to do. But
absolutely.
I think we're 20 minutes in at just about.
Not bad.
Not bad, not at all. Especially after the audio fun that we had. All right. So, Chad, if they want to find out more, where do they go?
Go to www.quest-con.com for all your QuestCon needs.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Keep going on. And I can't believe I almost forgot to ask this, Chad. Why is Michelangelo staring you down?
That is courtesy of 3 Alarm Comics. We were at Southern Geek Fest, and the owner, Scott Hooverman, took in possession about 6 or 7 of those, and then didn't have the room to get them back to Biloxi, so I bought one from him. It is actually a 4-foot Ninja Turtle.
It looks like it's got bendable, movable arms, and
somewhat. It kind of does that. But he's got nunchucks, which is cool. I had to move it into my geek room because for a while there I had it sitting in the living room, and it was really creeping my family out.
Should see this right here behind me.
I see that behind you.
I can barely see that.
It's a life-size replica of the zombie girl that Rick Grimes shot in the first episode of Walking Dead.
That's more than creepy.
Yeah, that is. I mean, do you like especially when the room is dark?
Get something like that.
Yeah.
I got it a couple years ago, right before Halloween. It actually, you can flip the base on and it'll move around and start screaming and stuff. But Wendell, if the lights are off and I walk in, every now and again, it'll catch you in the corner of the eye and you're like, oh crap.
Now I'm a little sad that I don't have a 4-foot something behind me.
I think I see something peeking through your blinds there behind you.
That's quite possible. I'm in front of a window right now. I mean, I guess I got neighbors that could come and mess me up. I don't know. I've got a book and I've got World of Warcraft, and you can't see it, but I've got a beer cooler over here.
Nice.
Yes. For advertising purposes, I'll keep that over there.
Yeah, I got a mini fridge under my desk.
Yes, but does yours say Bud Light?
No.
See? You got Sad Panda.
I do have Sad Panda. I'd rather have one shaped like a keg from a game, though.
I'd rather have one shaped like R2-D2.
Yes! Yes.
Yep. I think we're all agree for the win. All right. So run us through when, where, how.
All right, QuestCon coming to Mobile, Alabama. If you don't know where that is, it is an amazing city on the Gulf Coast of Alabama. October 20 through 22nd at the Mobile Convention Center, also referred to as the Arthur R. Outlaw Convention Center. Again, www.quest-con.com for all your QuestCon needs. We even have an app. Just search Quest-Con, and you can get the app whether it's on Google Play or the iStore. And make sure you follow us on our Facebook. If you're watching this, you know where our Facebook is. Make sure you're following it. Latest announcements. We are announcing stuff and re-announcing stuff on a weekly basis. This is a giant con coming in at 4 city blocks. You definitely want to be here.
Yes, be here October. DMs, make sure to go to Warhorn. The link will be in the comments and the notes and everything like that. Other than that, I think we're done for the night, guys.
I would just like to say one thing before we go.
Okay.
Just one?
If you would like to join us for some Grievance Gaming D&D, next Friday at 7 o'clock will be our next game, and you can possibly see me kill another character of Wendell's.
Okay. No, I'm gonna run it. I have the power. I have the power over this, and I'm gonna steal the show right now because I need to point something out. We did a one shot Saturday night. It was a Dragon's Breath Tavern, Chris.
Yes.
Dragons
by Jeff Stevens.
And I think that just went on sale on Fantasy Grounds, right?
It's on the DM's Guild. You can pick up the Fantasy Grounds module. Yep.
Okay, on DM's Guild. And he killed. It was a total party kill. Everybody died.
You did a TKP?
TPK.
Dude.
Or a TPK?
Yes.
They made it to the final encounter, the final boss.
How many hit points left on that last?
The boss had 2 hit points left.
How did you not kill the boss?
No, what's even worse, and he even gave one of our party members a little bit of extra just to see if he could try to kill it, and he had such horrible rolls. You should have seen this. He was chasing it. They were in the basement of the I don't know, basement or whatever you want to call it, but really they had like the little mini. Was it the dragon or was it the guy?
It was the dragon chasing the gnome around.
Yeah, the dragon was chasing the gnome around, just back and forth, and every time he tried to roll, it was like a 2. Couldn't hit the dragon. But
So you were having my roles.
yeah, well, not me. It was the guy who played the gnome. But I would just want to point out this is like the third character of mine that Schmo has murdered. Wendell the halfling has ended up in Krampus's bag.
What is your favorite quote? Why do I always die?
Yes, yes. When the Twitch bot
sacrifice every time we play. As long as you're dead, we know we're going to separate the game correctly. You just needed your tank.
Yeah. I should have made a tank. I take that back. I almost was a tank. I ran
You were a paladin.
I was a paladin, which with like no hit points, but I don't know how that worked out. It didn't work out in my favor, that's for sure.
It's called picking the wrong race.
I picked.
I
was a Dragonborn.
Oh, that's a good one.
I was a Dragonborn paladin, level 3 with like 18 or no, I had 28 hit points.
Not bad for a level 3.
I guess, but I died very quickly.
What killed him?
I want to say a little bit of dragon breath, if I remember correctly.
Was it the dragon breath?
And then maybe the Baron stabs you once or twice or something.
Did you
the Baron did. No, the worst part is the fact that when we started out, it was werewolves. I had nothing silver on me. Yes, you started out with the waitress and stuff like that in the tavern were werewolves, and I had nothing. I had a couple spells from being a paladin, but once those ran out, no damage. No,
you save your spells for the big boss at the end.
I couldn't because that's the only thing I had to do anything with. That's the hard part.
It's just like EverQuest or WoW or anything else. You save your spells and all your heavy hitters for the big boss at the end, because there's always a big boss at the end.
There's always the big boss at the end, but the problem is if I didn't use my spells then I'd just be like in the corner twiddling my thumbs looking pretty.
What else is new?
Oh. But that's 3 of my characters Schmo has murdered now.
Didn't we have to bring you back to life on the last game we played? Did you die?
That was the Christmas special.
Yeah, that's the Christmas special. That was we quote resurrected Wendell the halfling from Krampus's bag.
Yep.
And then I think he died again.
I don't know. He might have. If he hasn't, I'll make sure to get on.
Yeah.
The next Christmas special.
Your Christmas specials are wow. Krampus, whatever it is, Krampus.
Yeah.
Krampus.
Yeah.
The Easter Bunny, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
The Easter Bunny was horrible.
Wendell the pirate got murdered by a beholder. Just not murder, vaporized, like Dustbuster.
Vaporized, yeah. Wasn't even enough to sweep up and take with them.
I remember hearing about that. Nothing worse than being disintegrated. You don't come back from that.
No. Well, the sad part is that was a poor decision on my choice because I didn't even realize. Well, I didn't even realize it opened me up. Like I went around to go around somebody and attack something. And then all of a sudden, I just realized after I had swung and moved and swung and passed the turn, I realized where the beholder was, where I was. I'm like, I'm dead.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great night.
All right. Yeah. We'll see y'all later.
Night, everybody.